Today I want to talk about the one idea that holds people back more than any other idea or belief or concept that you could hold on to. And that is the idea that you are not the cause of it. It being whatever circumstances in your life that you don't want, or the lack of circumstances in your life that you do want. There's no shortage of information on the subject of reality creation, manifestation, law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, out there on the internet. There's countless books, seminars, teachers, programs that we can utilize to learn as much as we want to learn. I will acknowledge that learning these things, it can be difficult for two reasons. One is that we've been practicing the wrong way our entire lives. The way we view reality, the way we view why we get what we get, generally comes from this idea that there's a static world out there that I have no impact on or no control over, no influence on as to what comes into my life. And I just have absolutely no control over it, just completely random. And that's the way we've been living life. That's the way we're taught to live when we grow up, for the most part, from our parents, from our environment, from our school. Everything reinforces that idea that we have no impact on anything that happens to us, for the most part. Not zero impact. We have this idea that we can do X and get Y as far as our actions in the outer world, doing things out there to create the things we want. But for the most part, we think that there's a lot of randomness, there's a lot of chance, luck when it comes to what happens in our lives. The other thing that makes it difficult is that we're describing something that is invisible, something that your five senses can't detect, something that Napoleon Hill in the book Think and Grow Rich described as trying to describe the color red to a blind person. So all these teachers, all these books, all these programs, seminars, whatever, they're trying to guide you to an understanding of something that is within you and that can be a challenge. So in fairness, it can be difficult. And it's difficult for most people. No matter how much you consume, no matter how much you learn, it can be a challenge. And I get that. It's been a challenge for me. I've been learning about this stuff for, 12, 13 years. One state that I found myself in is where I pretend I don't know. You learn all this stuff, and at the end of the day, I still pretend like there's something holding me back that I'm unaware of. When in reality, it's me. And the reason I don't acknowledge it's me is because then you know that in order for things to change, I have to change. So you pretend that it's something else. Oh, this is one thing that's holding me back from doing whatever it is. Despite knowing or learning about this stuff for years and having basically unlimited resources when it comes to this. And unlimited help. Tons of programs that you pay for, but there's tons of free stuff too out there on the internet. There's countless videos, countless books that you can acquire for free or information that you can acquire for free. So there's definitely no shortage of resources. And yet, people like myself can still pretend that they don't know. Another thing is that we tend to forget the idea of getting whatever it is that we want, whatever it is that we desire. We pretend like we don't know that the idea is because we want to feel a certain way. We want to feel something, usually good. We want the good feelings that come with that thing. When in reality, we have access to those good feelings now. We don't need the thing to feel good. But you say, well, you're protesting. You say, well, I want the thing anyway. Of course, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's take advantage of the fact that we do have access to those good feelings now. And let's make a practice of getting in touch with those good feelings now. One of my favorite books is The Power of Now, where Eckhart Tolle basically says that what problem do you have right now? And you might think of, oh, I've got this bill due, or I've got this thing I need to pay for, or I just got fired from my job, or whatever. But no, that's not what he's talking about. He means like, what problem in this very moment do you have right now? Not a week from now, not a month from now, not an hour from now, not even 10 minutes from now. What problem do you have right here, right now, in the current moment? And if you think about that, most of the time, most of your day, most of your days, the answer is you don't have one right now. And what he means is there a problem that you need to act on right now in this moment that requires your action? If you have a meeting to attend that you're not looking forward to in 2 hours, but you're worrying about it right now, you don't have to be. You could be thinking about something that makes you feel good. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. When I say we forget that that's the goal, is to feel good, for achieving anything in our lives or getting anything in our lives, we have access to it 24/7. At any moment, you could tap into it. And we need to make that a practice. And we can't view it as a chore. Like when you're given a good technique or a good piece of information, you can't look at that and say, that's just a task that I have to do to get the thing that I want. That's just a poor way of looking at it. Because the idea of the task, the idea of the technique, the idea behind it all is so that you can feel good now. So that you can get in touch with how you would feel if you had the thing that you wanted, which is the whole point. That's where your power is. Like, when I say that we pretend that we are not the cause of it, those good feelings, all that stuff comes from within. You are it. It's like that Alan Watt video on the internet. You're it. So we need to stop pretending that we're not it. Stop holding on to this idea that something other than ourselves is the cause of it. It all comes from within. No matter what happens on the outside, how you feel about that thing comes from you. It all has a source from you. When you perceive something, your perception of that thing, your idea of that thing, comes from you. You're it. That's all I got for you today. Practice feeling good now. Start today. Start now. Be it now. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.